and welcome back to Opening Hour and day 9 of our Holo Magic City build, and we are coming towards the end of the small bits. This is what we did yesterday, so we did quite a few bits, not this. Don't even know why that was in there, probably getting dry. My favourite piece probably is our little clock here. It's not a grandfather clock, I think it's like a granddaughter clock when it's like this. I think there is such a thing. I don't think I'm imagining it. Somewhere in my distant memory is something called a granddaughter clock, and I think that's probably what that is. Because a grandfather clock is encased, right? A grandmother has the pendulums encased at the bottom. A grandmother clock is a shortened version of that, or is it that it doesn't have the pendulum, it's more like the wires, something like that. Can't remember exactly, but there are 3 different types from my memory. Alrighty, so let me go and get on with today's things, and I am really hoping that we're going to get straight through this and be able to start. It'd be nice if we could start some of the main construction, especially as I had quite a quick day yesterday. So let's see what we could do. Alright, first of all we are going to do the blackboard. So that's just very straightforward. You're going to put this on for yourselves, sticker, and then these other 4 stickers. 5 stickers. Oh, yeah, there's the other one. So the point of putting this one on at the back, not 100% sure, because it's all going to be covered over. But hey, let's do it anyway. So you just pop your sticker on here, like so. And then you'll put the other 5 dotted all over it. So I'm just going to kind of cover this with tacky because it's going to go all over anyway. And that will be the blackboard done. So again, these are all stickers, so this is like a sticker fest that you're having right now. I can't read any of these, my eyes just aren't that good. Anyway, it's considered a blackboard. It's up to you whether you cover the whole picture. I'm going to try and leave a little space. I think those are pictures of animals, possibly. Not doing well at leaving my space, am I? Let's push those down. Maybe that way up. I'm gonna try and leave this area as my space so you can see a bit of what's behind it, but it kind of has it all covered over in the photo that you don't see much at all, but that's my plan. And that one can go over here. It's like how it'd be on a notice board, right? Anyway, they call it a blackboard, more like a notice board, something like that, and that can go for drying, and that's that piece done. Next we will be needing our paint for you guys. For me, I've got a marker. I don't have any gold paint, otherwise I would suggest using it, and I would for this particular part be looking at using it. We are doing a ton of signboards. Some of them do need paint on them, so let's see the ones that do not. So from what I can gather, this one's going to need some paint. This one needs paint. It's got a sign in there. That one I could probably do. That one's not so bad. This one needs paint, but it's also going to have a sticker, which I believe is a sticker. Can't actually recall. And that goes on, actually this one goes on here. I lied. Is it this one that goes on the other one then? Or did I not cut it? That's entirely possible. These 3 go on this one. I think I might have missed a sticker for this one. This one oh no, it is this one. And then it has a gold edging to it. So this one's going to need painting too. This one doesn't need painting. This one is the back of this one. This one, I thought I'd cut out a sticker for her, but I think it's just this one. All right, let's get this done. So I'm gonna turn this, make sure it's the right way, which it's not. So this one just has this one put on. So I'm just gonna make sure I go into the edges here. Do one at a time this time, because yesterday I got myself all messed up. This is a sticker, guys, so nice and easy for you folks. Just line it up. Mine will be bigger because obviously it's not a sticker, but basically it's by the blue areas, but I'm okay with it standing out a little bit. So that one's done. That one I'm not doing anything to. This one I am. And this one does not need any paint done on it. Oh, come back. Oh, it's right on my board, lovely. And this is the right way up. So I believe it goes on this way here. Then I'm going to go and get that glue off the board. I'm going to have to start using the other side of this board soon. I'm kind of making this pink side go as long as I can. Then this one goes on and will need painting. Is it this one that, no, this one's the one that doesn't need painting, so I'm going to get the sticker on and then use probably super glue for this actually to glue the backing on it. Is this one a sticker? Yes. So again, you'd have a sticker for this. Does not need any painting or anything. So just make sure your sticker's as central as you can. Okay. And then this one, it's this way up. Just making sure I have it facing the right way there. Like so. And they say magic, potions, well, I can read them, store, all stickers. So they want the store at the bottom, magic at the top, and potions in the middle. I'm sure whichever way you do it will be perfect. I will do it their way. And then I'll get some super glue on that other one. So store at the bottom. Like I say, because it's a sticker, yours will fit a lot better than mine is going to, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. I guess I could have cut those out. Maybe I'll do that quick. Do this one last because it's been in the glue now. Right, let's get the old scissors and just cut around it. So this one will go in the middle, potions. I guess that makes sense rather than it being too big. If I had thought of that, I would have done it before I started videoing for you. I think that's the dogs being collected. They're late today. Okay, so just pop that in. Again, you won't have to be worrying about that really. But if you do have the same problem I do, and you choose to get this kit still, I mean, most of anything I've seen on this kit, they have not had the same problem on the stickers, so I think I just got very unfortunate. I think they had a bad run, and I happened to get one of the bad runs. Because that must be how they do it, they just print onto stickers, and I just must have, like I say, just got a rough one. Oh, this one's magic. Not as cut in as well, but it's okay. Come on, up you come. Turn around. Okay. And let's get the more gluey-fied one because it went on that glue. And just do this one and get that on. So I ordered today a really cool, well, I think it's a really cool model. So you may very well see it up on the channel when this one's finished. Pretty excited about doing it. It's another little roll-off one, but it looks kind of cool. So hopefully not overly my normal scene, actually. Not overly something I would normally just reach out to do. That's the dog's about to go for their walk. They're having a late walk today. I'm much later getting going today. Had a few things going down today I had to sort out. Okay, that was that, including feeding my sister's kitty cat. She went away for a few days. Well, a night actually. Right, just part on the back of here, about halfway up, just over the top part of halfway up. And I'm just going to use super glue rather than wood glue just because of speed. Let's hold that for a second and it should take. It works really well if I'm not attached to it though. So give that a second or two. A bit of squeeze, that should be alright. Okay, can go over there and finish drying. Right, now for this, not quite the painting part I guess, but almost. So this one does need a little sticker. Let's get that done, and I'm going to give it a minute to dry, sort the pups and come back and we will start the painting and just leave this one till last. Because it's going to have glue on it. I'm going to give that a tight clean up of the glue actually. Let's get it going. Otherwise it'll make it difficult to paint over. Okay. Right, I'll be back in a moment. Never mind, it was not for the dogs. It was letting me know that Juliet's flea treatment is due. Alright, so I'm going to use a gold pen, but like I say, I actually do think a paint might very well be better for this. So for this one, you are going around the edge, like so. Maybe I should get the finer tip actually. That's not going to help. I'm going to go right to the edge because it's a pen and it's not a paintbrush, which I think you'd find it easier. And then they have it that you go straight across that writing, which is in the middle, and they have it in straight lines. So something like so. Probably a bit neater than that. Like that one's quite a big corner. Maybe I can make this one a bit bigger and then it'll look a bit more symmetrical. So something like so, and it says magic on it, and that's what they recommend. With this one, they recommend bits of it goes. Which way around do they have it? They have it facing that way. Can't be. Otherwise the 1980 at the bottom would be better fun. I wonder why they've got 1980. Anyway, they've got it like part black and part gold, so I'm just going to go around the numbers with gold. But if you have black showing, that's kind of what they have. You have it more of a like a spotty effect. So with this particular one, it doesn't have to be particularly neat or anything. Like they've got just gold put in places. So some of it has gold, some of it doesn't. Just kind of pick. They have gold in the corners, both the corners. And all the way up here. But they have it also around the little hole here. Something like so. Does definitely not have to be perfect. Kind of got it something like so. Ish. Give or take an ish there. I'll make that one a bit bigger to match the other one. Okay, I should stop touching it, otherwise I'm going to just do the whole thing like it actually I'll do down here as well while we're going around things. That's what I'm going to do. But like I say, it's kind of just bits here and there, really. And then the last one is this one, which probably is still wet, where they want you to go around the whole of the edge, so this one, and catch the edge of the paper, which is going to be a bit more trickier for me because it's probably still wet. I feel it's still wet. And just catch all the edge and the edge of the paper at the same time. So the edge of your sticker. I think those are stickers. Are they stickers? No, paper. That's what you're doing. And again, it's definitely not perfect. Theirs is quite rough actually. Believe in magic, it says. Right, and that is our signs done. Moving right on along. Next we have the animals. Okay, so I haven't cut all these out because they're all stickers, so from your point of view they are going to be a lot easier. From my point of view they're actually quite difficult, especially to see where to cut, so I'm going to put them on as best I can and hope that I've got it roughly right, and then I'm going to let it dry, and once it dries then I will cut them in. So this may be an absolute disaster from my view. It could be really bad, but if I let it all dry solid, I got to store, so it'd be a good opportunity for it to have a good dry. So when I come back we should be all good. Just making sure this is the right one. Looks like the right one. Oh, turn the page maybe. Yeah, definitely looks like the right one. Doesn't look like it's going to marry up at all, does it? So I'm going to hold it to the light and hope for the best. You have stickers. This is going to take you 2 seconds to do, guys. And it doesn't match great here. Just holding it up to the light here. But we deal with what we deal with. So get this one on. Needs the cat going that side. And like I say, I'm just going to give it probably an hour to dry for me. You will have it done in no time. My poor little cats are probably going to get deheaded and all sorts of things. But I can see where, I don't think you would be able to see, but there's lots of lines. This would be in several pieces. So we have 2 almost identical. This one's got more rounded back. So this one will go on the left one. And the other one will go on the right. So I'm just going to line up one of them. And I'm just using the light behind my curtain for me. But like I say, you know, you're just not going to have that problem. To me, it looks very uncrooked. Right. Okay, leave it with me. I'm going to get these put on, and I will be back once they're cut in. Okay, cat, owl, which came out the best, by the way. Other cat, she didn't come out too bad. This one, it's okay. Lost a bit of its bum, and this one lost a bit of its tail, but otherwise we're all right. Okay, next we are moving on, which is the last of the small pieces, to some what they call decorations. So as you can see, we have pictures here. This one needs to be painted gold, and that is the only one. All the rest is going to have just stickers stuck on them, like we've done. So I did keep my gold pen to hand. So I'm going to get this done because I want to do both sides, and no stickers going on this. It's just the gold paint, which is not, oh, I was going to say it's not covering very well, but it's okay. It's because I tried with those cats to go over blemishes, and the markers didn't take whatsoever. They like just rode off like it was water. Alright, so I've cut these hopefully all out so they can go straight on. So let's make a start up here. I don't know where this one is, and I know I did it. Maybe it's underneath something. Oh, there it is over there, I see it. Way too much glue. Then I'm going to turn that star over in a moment, do these, turn the star over and paint the other side, and then we are in a position to start on some bigger pieces. We're starting with some steps, but I haven't cut them out ready, so I'll have to get and do that quick. And then we have a star. This was fun trying to cut out, because they have little nodules at the ends. And where are my choices? I was using them for my cat. They can't be too for the cat. My cat, not my cat. Oh, the cats. I actually thought there was more. The book made it look like there was 10 million of these things to make, but it was just very detailed instructions. More detailed than it was probably needed. Okay. Right, next. And these can go to one side to the drying area. And we've kind of done a good amount again, like last time. Good amount is always good. So I cut these out ready, kind of a bit guessing where the cut lines would be if it was a sticker. But again, this is all stickers for you, so these steps you probably would have had them done in 5 minutes. With moi, a way lot bit longer, but it's okay. It's alright. I get to experience the joys of pretending they are stickers from added excitement. Oh, that's a very boring picture, isn't it? It's just like I guess it's meant to be like a 3D looking down a rabbit hole type effort. I learnt my lesson from yesterday, just paste one at a time, don't do more than one. You will end up wearing them constantly. But those are going on quite nicely. So I think that Mod Podge stuff helps in the sense of if it stops the backing coming away from the sticker, which is kind of one of the other problems that I had. So I think it works in that way. Just not what I thought it was going to do. Okay, and last one, and then we'll get another coat of paint on the other side, or pencil from my view. I don't think the pictures came out bad at all. So we're going to have quite a pile of stuff that we have done today. And this can now also go to one side. while I get the next steps ready. Very exciting. Okay, oops, just has to unattach from me, because I think we are only on 25 minutes, roughly, give or take. When I play it back, it'd be like, no, it was only 21, you know, nowhere near. It'd be like, or 40 or something. No, I think we're around 24, 25. And gold on this side too. This stuff dries incredibly quick. Kind of doesn't feel like it's laying right, but it's looking it. I wonder if I can get these edges. I think I can. Without them all soaking in. No, I'm going to be wearing it. I have this done. And the first thing we are going to do is work on a platform which has a carpet runner in the middle of it. Takes you back a few years if you knew people with carpet runners. I don't think they make them anymore. Or I don't think people do them anymore. Okay, and that's my star. Happy with that. Right, gonna go and pull the next couple of stages, I reckon. At least the stairs we will get done. Possibly some outlining stuff, but not the stairs themselves. And we still do have all of our lights to go, so we have quite a long way to go still, but we are starting to really make some headway with this now, which is great because I have more builds to go. Okay, right, let me go grab them. Okay, so we're basically doing one part, but it's quite a big step, and I think it's gonna, a big step was chosen words anyway, but I think it's going to be a step in the right direction, and it is our very first bigger piece, I think. Think of this. I think it is. Should have used the big bottle of glue. Go like so. Okay, and then what we are going to do is a few things. So let's get some of this gluing done. This one I'm going to, well, I want to score both of them, so that those will be a moment, but these other little ones we can get started on. And there's another much bigger one that we can do. So let's give this a moment to dry, and then I'll get the other ones scored. But we will get these going. So my scissors went a bit crazy on that piece. I went straight through it basically. So it's going to be in two parts. And this wooden piece is actually rounded. So it's going to go on there, but the paper's not rounded. Oh, because it's a sticker, guys. So I'll have to trim that in once it's very dry. So we're going to ignore it for now and say, yes, it's wonderful. And I think this is a sticker too, so it's probably too big for it. And I think this was meant to be a sticker. So I think I'm going to put this on and then have to wait for this to dry before I do this piece. Yes, it's quite a bit bigger. Something like this, and we will give that a moment. Right, let's get this one on. This is meant to be paper, so we'll get this one on. Put that to one side a moment. Just make sure it's the right way around. And it is. Come with me, friend. So it's a very long piece, and this is kind of almost on one of the bases. There's more than one base for this build, and the steps we're doing isn't used, well, it's used on one side, but not, it's not, I wouldn't have thought it was a fundamental part to have a place here. This steps of doing this kind of in between before doing the lighting, I think, is so that most of the lighting is on one page. And so that what they did was they're like, what can we fill it with? And this little friend was one of the things. Okay, and then just push it down and wait for that to dry. Just going to clear up any excess, but because this is paper, there shouldn't, you could even have put this one on and cut around it once it was dry, by the way. I did not do that. Put that over there. Right, let's score these. I do want to get to these obviously quite soon, but let's score them, and then we can, where's my ruler? There it is. We can get them on. So let's see how we're looking. I'm guessing it's going to go something like that. So what are there lines that I can even see? Ooh, I think so. I think it's along here. You're not going to see this very well, are you? So I think the line is where this, I think it's along here. I have to say it's a bit tricky to see. And I can't see it on the other side. It's actually going to be quite difficult to score this in because I can't see it through the paper. Like, it's got numbers written all over it. Oh, I think this is because later we were putting stuff on. So, this one, can I see where the lines are? Oh my, I cannot. Oh goodness. It's not one thing on my phone, it's another. Alright, so, and this wasn't right. I tried. Or is it? No, I think what I'm going to have to do, because it just doesn't, maybe this goes this side. I think it does, you know. I really thought it would have had dotted lines at the bottom here, but it didn't. So I'm guessing. So like this. Makes me wonder if there's a template and I've just missed it. There could have been. So that's going to go along my now scored edge. And then I'm going to do another one of these. Just going to make it a slightly crisper finish. This fits quite nicely. And that is where I think it was anyway. No, it's not. Before it. So where I put a line, it was nothing going on there, really. Should make it crisper. I'm actually not sure that you even saw any of this. I'll look back and I'll be like, look, I was talking to myself. There we go. And then this one's going to go here. Which I'm not sure whether it's where I wanted it to be or not, really. I've lost the plot, guys, lost the plot. And this one here. And we also need one around here. I'm assuming I didn't do because it didn't look like I had. Okay, and that can get glued on. Not sure where these pieces are meant to go. Oh, I see, they're meant to go downwards. Okay, so we do need one here. I'm guessing in line with that roughly. And another one on this side. Okay, so let's get this on. Let's start on our main area. So I'm just going to get it like this first, just on that main part. And then give that a minute while I score the other one. Just make sure you push it in nicely. This needs to come slightly more this way. Slightly down a bit actually. Oh, almost ripped the paper. May not have put all my creases in the right places. Also, starting to cut through it a bit where I keep moving it. Don't do it with your nails, woman. I mean, really. Should not have been that difficult. And then just some at the bottom here. Get this on. And some down here. On both sides. So it kind of covers the ground up on this side, but not this one. Guess that's okay. You'll see where it's kind of taken some of the paper off. That was my nail. Tut, tut, tut. I still didn't push it into the corner. Alright. You're actually not going to see this. It's all going to be covered up, by the way, pretty much. Not that that's a reason to be sloppy. Okay, so unfortunately it does not give me any lines, so let's line it up roughly with the middle here, or not, but I can see if there are some that are very dark. So I'm just going to get it started that this will be the middle, that little line going down the middle there. So I'm going to eyeball it to be in conjunction with that line, the little line there, because that's roughly about half, I'm guessing. And I think about the same either side, or close to, once it's straight. And then push it into here, so into the step, and there will be some left over. So expect there to be some, it goes on another part of the floor eventually. this will go down. But it's not going to stay down. Not all of it anyway. So I'm going to hold that there a second. I'm going to push this, and then what you want it to do is just flatten out like it is now. Alright, basically the same this side, and hope we've got it roughly right. But one is going to go right inside a room, and the other one I don't even think is going to be that visible. Maybe a little. Not the reason not to do it as well as you can. I mean, maybe the lines are really visible and I'm just can't see them. It's getting a bit darker now, it's evening. It's not that late in the evening. It's been a bit stormy. Okay. I'm going to get this down and show you, and that's it for today, so I'll get everything gathered. Alrighty, and this, my friends, is what we did today. So we actually again achieved quite a lot, which is always good news. I'm actually quite happy with the fact that it is the brush and I didn't do it with paint, that it worked out to be okay. And my cats aren't terrible either, so that's good. Anyway, I'm going to go and chill with my puppy. So what do we have coming up? Tomorrow we will be starting by making a spiral staircase. I have to be honest with you, all the ones that I've done in the past, I'm not keen on them, but we will see. So we will be using the same pole, I believe, as what we were wrapping the scrolls, not skulls, the scrolls around. So need to make sure I got all my glue off of that, and then we are going to concentrate on lights and more lights. So a lot of lighting tomorrow, which I will want to be probably testing as well. And then we start very excitedly on the walls, which is very exciting. So excuse me. So thank you very much for watching. Do please like and subscribe. Any comments are very welcome and I will respond to you, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye bye.